Yes, guys, hope you are good. So, welcome to another episode of the Beyond the Board Shorts podcast. And we've had a crazy weekend yet again. I'm moving, man. Oh, this whole week has been crazy, bro. I'm moving back down to Essex. Well, I say back down. I'm not from Essex, but I'm moving down to Essex. So this whole week has just been a bit of a crazy one. Well, we were looking for a car, and we got a car. Now we need to get a place to live.
Well, I saw in your story, you looked at a car and you was like, the vibe is wrong. The car's making noises. The guy's acting a bit funny. So
Yeah.
I'm buying it from him.
Bro, you have to go with your vibe in those things. And also, what happened was that he didn't have like a full service history as well. So we don't even know what's been done to it or what hasn't been done to it. You know
Well,
what I'm
as soon
saying?
as it sounds funny, I'm like, nah. And
Yeah.
I've had over 10 cars, 10, 12 cars.
Where?
I just get bored and buy a new one. So I know when you sense someone's a bit funny, and that's normally a sign that there is something wrong with that car. And
Yeah.
that's they're trying to sell it. So
Yeah. This was the third car we saw. Like the second car we saw, we went to his dealership and it was a car. We were just getting a little car just to run around. So this was a little cash car actually, cash car. It's like a
yeah.
little like a family car. Just wanted to get something. And then the guy was like, "We knocked 300, we knocked £500 for you if you take it today." Mm.
No.
What's going on with this? And I was like, let me see the service history, let me see the MOT, let me see all of that. And he was just like scrambling in the office trying to find the service docs. And I'm like, he couldn't find it. He told us to come back. And then he sent me, I said, I'm not gonna come back if you can find it. Send me a screenshot over in on WhatsApp or something. He sent me like a screenshot of like three stamps, and they're like 4 or 5 years apart. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I was like, boy, let's leave it, man. I am not buying that shit.
You need to get that thing. I forgot what it's called. I used to do it all the time. Where you pay, text the reg, and then they'll give you like all the details, the service, the mileage, um, and obviously if it's been written off, which
Oh,
they're a bit
okay.
good. So yeah,
I
I
don't
can't.
know. I didn't know about that. I mean, I was checking, obviously, you check the standard stuff, HPI clear,
Yes,
check
that's
the
the
MO.
HPI check.
Yeah, I've done that, but like you still like the service history of like what has been done to the car, all that kind of stuff. It's stuff that obviously you want to know before buying a car. But the one that we got here is like it's got everything. So,
What'd you get? Lambo, Ferrari.
bro, honestly, yeah, we
Money.
got we got a little Nissan Juke, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was just something to run around before we get down there, and I'm going to get a nice whip. This one's going to be for the missus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but when you go on like longer trips together or whatever, you just take the bigger car or whatever.
yeah,
Better
exactly.
and at least you
Yeah.
both have to, and you've got something now to get down to
That's
get.
that's literally what we needed because we're moving out next weekend. Well, next week, so we just need to get something quick ASAP.
Did you find a place?
So we're moving down to Reading first because Gav's parents is going to to Thailand for a month, so we're gonna chill out there. Is because it's closer to Ipswich because we're Manchester to Colchester, like 4 hour drive. So rather than like us going back and forth to view a place, we're just gonna move closer and then obviously view it there. So that's just the plan of action. But we'll find something sooner rather than later, bro. I'm not in any rush, anyways.
That's it. You've got what you need. You've got a space for. You've got a month to find somewhere. You got your
Yeah,
car. You're nice. You're not in
yeah,
prep,
we can
so you're chilling. And by the
exactly.
time prep comes around,
Oh yeah, yeah. We want to get this sorted.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
before
yeah,
prep.
make sure everything when you go into a prep or when you're in a prep, try to make sure everything is as smooth as possible. Things
Yeah,
always come up, but if
yeah.
you're planning to change job and change house and this in prep, you'll have those things plus all the shit you can't control.
Yeah, that's long, man. You got to make sure all your ducks are aligned in order. Everything is perfect before you even think about prepping. So this is
Yeah.
why I'm doing everything right now because prep apparently starts in January. So we're gonna see whether that starts in January or not. Like we'll see. But yeah,
Because the I've been itching already. I already got itchy feet. I just stepped off stage, but the
mm,
calendar needs to come
need to
out.
come out. Yeah, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it'll be out next month.
Yeah, I reckon so. I reckon so.
Yeah.
It's still quite a few more shows to be honest.
Yeah, so I think once like all the other shows are done, I think that's when it's going to come out fully. It might be similar to what it is this year already, but I just want to see like concrete, so like I can really plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
There was a
it's
big
good, man.
gap in year in Europe between was it July and September? There was like nothing in Europe.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
was like, what am I supposed to do there? Which is why I delayed the show. So I'm hoping they fill that gap a little bit more. But we'll see. We'll see.
Shows, yeah, yeah. Hopefully, man. Hopefully. But yeah, so over the weekend, what did we have over the weekend? We had a few shows, didn't we? We had the two Bros British finals.
And I caught up with Isaac at the other show. The other
Quick show. It was a quick catch up. We couldn't.
yeah.
We were with our clients, weren't we? So we
Yeah.
couldn't really do too much there. But it was good to see you, though, man.
Yeah, definitely. Did the t-shirt fit?
I haven't tried it on yet, you know. I haven't.
That's a t-shirt. We need to get some more. So, guys, if you want some t-shirts on Be On Board Shorts merch, let us know. We're happy to work on it.
Yeah, we're gonna cook on it. We're gonna make it nice, man. So overall, let's have a look at the British finals, and we can also have a look at the other federation as well, man, as well.
Oh, you're going there as well?
Yeah, man. Let's shed some light on them guys,
Yeah.
because there were some good guys in there as well, you know.
It was a busy show.
Busy show.
You know what? Let's do it until we're told not to do it. What can happen?
I mean, we can commentate, right? Where it's commentary. That's it. It's
my job, isn't it? Yeah.
This is journalism. Right? So you can't try. Anyways, let's go straight into it. Let's have a look at the two bros lineup. So this will be the overall, and there's a guy who I helped proposing. He won his pro card. That was
share screen because I can't see anything.
Yeah, I'm going to share the screen shortly. Let's see. Share this screen. All right, can you see this, bro?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. All right, so this is the British finals right here. So we have Scott in the middle. He's the guy that won the show. He won the show. Looks good, man.
I competed with him last year in Denmark. He was in the overall there as well with me.
Oh.
He's made huge progress since it's not even been a year yet, approaching a year, but he's made huge progress. He's a lot bigger. Yeah, he looks like a different person. So fair play to him. It looks good. He looks good.
Yeah, because
I saw on AJ, I think it was AJ Kelly. No, on BTS.
Yeah.
He's going for what's it called? Olympia qualifier soon.
He's gonna go for Olympia qualifier.
Yeah.
Straight in there.
Just like, yeah, let's do it. Let's mix.
I mean, he's probably close to his weight cap as well, to be fair.
Yeah, he looks like,
can I zoom in to this? Let's see if I can zoom in.
He must be class B.
It's class A. It's class A.
Nah, but the guy's shorter next to him.
Yeah, but he's just short.
No, but this is the overall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, shit.
It must be B.
It must be B. But he's short, though, man.
Yeah, it's B.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
The same height, nearly. He must be at the bottom of the next one.
He must be at the bottom of B.
I think sometimes the heights are slightly different, aren't they? Or maybe they just measure you slightly different. So,
who knows? He's got a great physique, man. Dense guy, bro. Dense back. Yeah. Very, very dense. He's got a lot of muscle. Yeah, he looks really good. Like, I'm so happy for him because I remember when I first started posing with him and he was a complete newbie.
Posing with him?
Yeah, posing with him, yeah.
Someone else.
Yeah, no, complete newbie. This was only a few years ago, man. Maybe like 2 years ago.
What?
And to see how much size he's put on since then is actually ridiculous.
He got a decent set of legs on him as well.
Yeah, 100%. He's got great legs, man. Really, really good legs. I mean, yeah, really good physique. This guy also, he's got a clean physique too.
That guy runs up every federation. BPA, UK BFF.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about PCA, but every other federation, this guy cleans up. He's more
density.
Slim. Yeah, he's slim.
Yeah.
He's put together so well.
Yeah.
It's just compact. It's just very compact, very sharp. I don't think that shot even shows him at his best. I feel like he's mid-pose there somewhat.
Yeah.
He's very sharp. He's got good shape. He's when you're doing BPA in those smaller federations, you get away with being that size. If you go and do that, they probably tell us we're too big.
Yeah, 100%.
Size for him. But him coming across now, you can see he's one. Look at his chest compared to most of the other guys.
Yeah, it's not terrible. I mean, the thing is, like, he's just really how can I say it? Like he's just not popping like as much as he should be. He needs more density back and front.
Yep, yep, yep.
And if he keeps his shape and adds that density, he's gonna do really well.
The guy
Who
far
else?
left,
Far left.
yeah, he's posing very sideways.
Yeah,
Even
Tom. I remember
oh, you
Tom.
know him.
Yeah, yeah.
Whole hips are turned, and do you know what I think makes it a little bit worse? Because obviously we all typically pose on one side
Mm.
naturally, but he's on the wrong side of the stage to be doing that like that.
Yeah, yeah. This is
I'm
this
trying
is
to get
not
away
doing
with
him
it a
any
bit more.
justice. Yeah, he needs to. Yeah, this is not a great pose on him at all.
His
I
left
don't
is
know whether this is
yeah.
just like him off or this is how he was hitting the shot like the whole time. Because if
I
this is
reckon
how
he's
he's hitting the
moving.
shot the whole time, then I don't know. Like,
I still reckon he's moving, but I do think because I did see some of the footage. I sent you the link on someone's
oh yeah,
YouTube,
yeah.
but his leg shouldn't be bent like that.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
His
yeah.
front side,
That's
his leg needs to, and I feel like when you straighten your leg, you're instantly going to open up your hip, no matter
mm.
where your foot goes, because you're not going to be pushing it behind you.
Exactly, for sure. Yeah. So just the whole with posing, I always say to guys, like it starts from the ground up. Like your stance is so important. Like if your stance is off, then your upper body is gonna be off as well. So you need to get your stance right, especially when you're on the side of the stage. You need to kind of position yourself as if you're in the middle in a weird way. You need to kind of tilt towards the judges and make them
Yeah,
especially the head judge, if they're in the head judge is in the middle, you need to pose towards the head judge.
you always want
You
to
know what I
angle
mean?
yourself towards,
Angle yourself, yeah.
yeah, but it is quite hard
Yeah.
because
That comes with
it's
experience, it
awkward.
comes with
Yeah,
time. Yeah.
obviously when you hit your front shot now, we're all on an angle already. So now
Mm,
turning the angle on the angle is just like, what am I doing? Where am I? But it's not about the crowd. It's not about your friends in the crowd. It's about that head judge, and
yeah.
then the other because the head judge is who dictates who's in that first call out or where you
Yeah.
stand in that first call out, and
Yeah.
then the other judges kind of judge what they're seeing, but they're not really moving anybody. So the head judge is the one that's going to put you in the middle or closer
For
to the point.
sure. Yeah. So you gotta just pose towards the head judge when you're in that scenario, 100%. All right, cool. So we're gonna move on to who's this? This is Scott's shot, isn't it? I'm just going on to the stuff that you sent me. Uh, let this load.
It's just which one's that?
Come on then. There he is.
Yeah. Ah, yeah, you see. Next stop, Olympia qualifier for Scott.
Oh shit! What is he doing?
I don't think when I looked, I couldn't see what it was. And
No
I think
less.
if I remember correctly, we have is it Czech Republic and maybe Romania coming
There's
up,
Poland. There's Czech Republic. There's Romania.
and there's Spain, but Spain's in about 6 weeks, 5 weeks.
Yeah, and there's Poland in just next weekend actually.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah, I've got a guy doing that.
But is there a pro? No, I don't think there's a pro show there.
Oh yeah, there might
I don't
not
think
be a
there's a pro
pro
show
show
there.
there.
I think it's Czech Republic. And remember when Samsung did them last year? It was definitely Czech Republic. I'm sure it was somewhere like Romania or somewhere like that.
Mm.
Very soon. But fair play to him for just jumping in the deep end and just seeing where he fits.
You
And
have to do it,
definitely,
man. Has to be
yeah,
done. Has to
it's
be done.
so easy to get the card, be like, oh, I'm
Mm.
not ready,
Yeah.
and then be in this 3 4 year off season and never feel ready. Jump
The thing
in,
is,
see when
like,
you.
I always say to guys, like, you have to see what you're like against the other guys, because then that really helps you to really set up your off season as well, right? Because if you were too big or too small, you wouldn't know unless you're next to the guys and what you need to work on in order for you to blend into the top five or at least do well in that show. That's why I did a string of shows, and obviously that's why you competed as well to see, okay, where do I stand and what do I need to do? What are the levels from where I am right now to where I need to be to win these shows? And the only way to do that is just fucking getting in there and seeing how it is.
Because I think what we tend to do naturally is you look at Ryan Terry, for example, you look at his weight, you look at his height, and you're like, okay, so that should be around this sort of stature. But it doesn't work like that. Until
No,
you are side by side with them. Like when
yeah,
I went to Italy for the first time, and I went backstage, I was like, what the fuck? These guys are big. These guys, obviously, these guys like Yem's coming on and Alessandro are what, 6'4" or whatever. So
yeah,
they're big, but you don't realize how big they are until you are next to them. It's
yeah.
all you're comparing pictures, even putting pictures side by side.
Mm. it's
but
still not the same.
it's not the same.
You actually gotta be there and see them in person for you to be like, ah,
Yeah.
okay, so that's how you guys are looking, you know, and that really opens your eyes and be like, okay, cool. So because when I tell people I need to grow, people are like, what are you chatting, bro? Like you're chatting shit. You're massive. I'm like, I may be big to you, but like there's guys out there that are way bigger, but I'm at the level I need to get up to in order for me to do well in this comp.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, we're gonna speak to Yemi because Yemi is one of those guys as well that he had to grow. He had to put on a lot of size. Even though he, is a three-time Olympian, but he wants to do well in the Olympia as well. In order for him to do that, he's got to put on some more size.
I think he's, if I remember correctly, he's near his cap. He was at his cap for this one, but I know he has got sharper. So his first show in the beginning of September, he was very near his cap. So as the year's gone on, he has got sharper. So I wonder what that's looked like in terms of weight.
Yeah. So guys, we're gonna allow Yemi in a second. But as you can see here, he won his Yeah, he won the Olympic qualification in the two British finals last weekend, and big congrats to him. Absolutely smashed it. He beat Emil. I think Emil came third there, and Omar came second, and Michael Kent, another top 5 for him. So he's doing really well.
Yeah. I think that was his best look. I saw a few videos and pictures on Instagram. I spoke to him briefly as well, and he just looked more streamlined. He looked just more men's physique. Kenny,
yeah, that's good, man. Because that he's placing consistently.
Look at his legs compared to everyone else.
Really good legs, yeah. So so he's a good off season. Work on some things that maybe his chest a little bit more. Bring that up a slightly bit more. I can't really tell from this look here, but there'll be things that he can develop that will make him even better for the next year.
Yeah, just refining. But I think this year, I feel like he didn't know if he belonged. Figured out he definitely does.
Yeah.
And he has the muscle. He gets into condition. So it's just refining a few things. Yeah. But I think the biggest thing for him, I would imagine his season's done. You never know. But he's well and truly put his name out.
Yeah. He still needs, he still needs to get his name out, because I'm not gonna lie, 5th place, I've came 5th a lot of times, 4th a lot of times. People just tend to forget. People only know about the top 3, Yeah, so it's like you need to get that podium place in that top 3, but then people be like, okay, this guy's knocking. But if the alternative is speaking to the judges regularly at every single comp that you compete in, getting feedback from them, because they're off the back of that and you improve, they will be looking for that improvement. So that's another thing that I would say for him to do. Keep speaking to judges, keep getting his name known by the judges, because that will also help you long term. But yeah, let's. I
spoke about him coming on as well. So over the next few weeks, hopefully, when we get a quiet weekend or whatever, we'll probably get him on and just have a chat about his year and maybe his plans next.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, we can definitely get him on. Seems like a cool guy. So yeah, let's do that. Let's let Yemi in.
Let's go.
Let's see what he's saying. Let me stop this share. See what bro is saying. Let's see whether he gets it on quick. Everyone struggles initially, don't they?
Don't worry, guys. We struggled as well.
Man. We still struggle with this.
I'm like, is my camera working? Is my mic working?
Takes us about 10 minutes to reboot before we actually start the podcast.
You guys need to appreciate the time and effort that's coming in for this to come out every week.
Every week, man. We're on it, consistent since we started. All right. Oh, his mic is off. You got to press the mic button. There we go.
Camera.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro. Now we need to just get your camera on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How you doing, though, man? How's things?
Yeah, man. Everything's all good, man. Just chilling, enjoying the start of the off season.
I wasn't sure if you were going to keep running it. I thought you.
There he is.
Big up, big up. Congrats.
Congrats, bro. Look at our Olympic qualification behind you. See that, guys? It's what we need to be like, James, bro. We need them things as well, man.
We're coming.
How you feeling, bro? How was the weekend?
Yeah, man, it was an eventful weekend. An amazing weekend for myself, obviously. An amazing weekend for the team, really, innit? Because obviously, Emil, he made it in the top three.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess, I got myself over the line in terms of the Olympia qualification for 2025
Yeah.
early this time.
That's it.
Obviously, the last 2 years when I've qualified for the Olympia, it's like felt like I've been like a rush.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's literally you got like a month or 4 weeks, 3 weeks to get ready for the Olympia, and it's like it's not really like enough time to bring like an Olympia level package. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So
you must be gassed, bro. Like now that you can actually, that's secured. There's no pressure next year to like do comps and win comps. Like right now, you can just focus on Olympia. I'm sure you're still going to do comps next year, aren't you?
Now you got to do them after. You got to do them after. Go head down and bring your best to the O.
You know what? The thing is, I hear what you're saying, but I'm one of those. I'm one of those guys where I need to do a few shows to peak me into the main show.
Yeah,
I said that before you come on. From watching you, obviously, when we did Italy, the first one, I know you were at your peak, and then obviously as the show's gone on, you've got sharper. So I was wondering, how much has your weight changed from the start to your last one?
Yeah. So the first show in Italy I did, I was like 100. I went on stage like 108 kilos.
Okay.
And then the last show I did in UK where I won, I was 104.
Ah.
And what's your cap?
The difference.
114 kg.
Shit.
Yeah.
You got still room to grow.
Exactly. And the guy's big already.
I don't know what am I gonna do with 14 kilos, man. Like over 10 extra kilos, like that's crazy to even envision. To be fair, but yeah, man.
Even stepping on stage at 104 is a lot, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's
definitely.
But I've said it for a while. Like with your height and obviously your width, you can't be overlooked. Like because obviously we've competed for years, and like now you filled out your frame fully to like pro size. That can't be overlooked. You can't miss you.
Yeah. I mean, like a lot of the feedback I get from judges, it's not even size. It's like you don't even need more size. You just need certain areas just to more density in certain areas, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not even size because like obviously when I'm on stage now with the guys, I'm one of the biggest on stage.
Yeah.
Trust me.
So it's not about size anymore. Like.
So what would be the main thing that you've been getting feedback wise? Like what do you need to improve on in terms of density?
So they say more upper chest density in the upper chest. The last feedback I got from the UK show from I think his name is David.
Yeah.
His name is or Gary David. I think his name is David. He's from Florida. Head judge. He said upper chest density a bit more there. I can still work out. I can push conditioning a bit more. And he was saying a bit more density in the mid back, basically. Okay. So yeah.
I mean, like, how long are you gonna go in off season for? How long are you gonna stay in there for now? Have you spoken about that with your coach?
It's been like 2 days.
I know. I'm just interested.
I should be eating still.
You know what? Because obviously, I always plan to do that Spain show.
Yeah.
The UK show, it was part of because obviously I was trying to be honest with you, I was trying to qualify for 2025 rather than 2024 because I wasn't really in a position to fly to Vegas if I had qualified this year because I had a lot of other stuff going on.
Yeah.
So the plan was to do the 2 shows, make sure if I win, I win. Then I've got to make a decision as to whether or not I'm going to go Vegas this year. But was just to make sure I'm in the mix. And then the 2 shows. So it was the UK show that's gone to qualify me for 2025, and I think it was the other. Was it the other UK show?
No,
it's Italy show, isn't it? Yeah, the Italy show. Yeah. So those the shows I was aiming for to get my qualification for 2025.
So the other 2 were just early jump-ins, really, because you're kind of ready I might as well.
Yeah.
It's not far. It's easy. I might have just, you know,
This
throw
is
it
it.
out
This
the
is
mix.
it.
Yeah.
This is it. So then I was planning to do that Spain show at the end of November, but when I got the qualification on Saturday, I was like, Coach, so what can I do? The Spain show? He's like, nope, you're done. I was like, Coach, what do you mean I paid for the tickets already? He's like, nope, you're done.
Go on holiday, bruv.
Focus on health, grow. Next year, no more.
Fair enough, man.
That's right. I agree, man, because that's like an extra 5 weeks of your off season, of your health phase.
Yeah.
What's the best case happens? You win another show. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, with another 2 bags.
Yeah. It'll cost him more than $2,000. Like,
yeah, probably. Yeah.
Like, you might as well.
But that Spain show, the prize money for men's physique is $10,000.
What?
Yeah.
We got to call Titan.
Wait. $10,000.
Yeah. Isaac, there's not enough time for you, bro.
Wait. No, hold on. Since when is it $10,000?
What's a new show?
It's a new show, isn't it?
Damn.
Yeah. Isaac, not ready, bruv. We ain't got.
Nah. Where's the dice at, bro? I need dice at. Pop some fucking diuretics, bro. Let's go.
I was ready to get that bag, but obviously, do you know what I mean? And the thing is, like, I could have still went on. Like, I still felt good. I still felt like, yeah, like I've got levels to go through. But
yeah,
if Cole says I got to shut it down, I've got to shut it down, innit? So,
yeah, man, I hear you, man. It's probably better for you in long term, man. You know.
I got a question off topic. What did you do? Because the people don't know, Yem's won Dubai last year. What did you do with 40 bags, bruv?
It was 20 last year.
It was 20.
20.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's still big money, bro.
Yeah.
What did I do with it? Basically, once I converted it to English money, it was about 17K. I think I must have put like 13, 14K into like a growth fund account. I left it in there for a year. Just accumulates interest, and every year you just renew it again. Yeah. Accumulates it's like the interest rate is like 6%. So every year you leave it in there, you get like an extra $1,500.
Jeez.
So just leave it in there and let it accumulate.
That makes sense. Guy's smart.
Go shopping spree.
I bought some things for other people. Like, I didn't really need anything at the time. Like, I just bought some things for friends and family and for my daughter and all of that. I didn't really buy that for myself, to be honest with you. Like, I already got everything I needed. Like, you know, so yeah, for me, I was just like, do you know what I mean? Stacking the money and just being smart with it, really, rather than blowing it on myself. Like, so.
I'm gonna have to get some tips off you. What you said. I want to know where that account is, bro. I want to know right now.
You need to be asking Samson what he's done with that 600K, bro. That's what you need to be asking.
You know what I mean? Man, that's big money right there, bro.
But we need to put up the men's physique prize money for normal shows and the Olympia. 100.
No, they do. They do, but we've been having this discussion for years. And,
man.
You know.
Maybe let's just all go to Dubai, man. Let's just do Dubai.
We all just go IFBB Elite Pro.
Oh, don't say that, bro. Cool. I mean, one thing I want to actually ask Yemi, because I think a lot of people, because I know Yemi on a level, you know, we've known for each other for a while, and I know your journey, especially like when you became a pro, and obviously now becoming 3 times Olympian. But not a lot of people may know that ins and out, you know. But what I want to say is, like, can you shed some light into the things that you had to go through to get your pro card, and how tough that was just to get the pro? Never mind the Olympia, that's a different level in itself. But you know, to get the pro card and how many times you went for it, and whether you even thought that you were going to get it. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, man. For me, it was a struggle to get my pro card. Like, I literally done probably 14 pro qualifiers from say 2018 until 2022, until I actually got my pro card.
Yeah.
So literally, I won 4 amateur Olympias. Got to the overall, didn't get my pro card. I won Arnold Classic, got to the overall, didn't get my pro card. And it was just a lot of the shows, it's I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to get my pro card in this show, I'm going to get my pro card in that show, and it's never happened. So I started to doubt whether or not it was really ever going to happen, kind of thing. And I think for me, the final straw was, I think it was in 2021. So in 2021, I think that year I did the Arnold Classic.
Mm.
Won my class, and then obviously when I got to the overall, I thought, yeah, that's it. You know, I'm gonna win this. Get
Mm.
moved into the center. I thought, yeah, that's me. I'm gonna win the Arnold Classic, my pro card. And then yeah, they gave it to someone else basically. And I was gutted. I'm not gonna lie, I was gutted.
Yeah.
And that took the wind out of me. I'm not gonna lie. But then I thought, you know what? Keep going. There's another show in a few weeks' time, Amateur Olympia, Denmark. I think it
Mm.
was like the Two Bro show, basically.
Yeah.
And so I thought, all right, cool. I got moved into the center for the Arnold Classic. I missed out by one position from getting my pro card. So surely if I go to Amateur Olympia, Denmark, 3 pro cards on the line, I have to take one of them. Come on.
Yeah.
So again, go there now to the Amateur Olympia, Denmark, win my class again, get to the overall. And it's like, I think this was the show that Hader won his pro card, where he won overall, basically.
Oh yeah.
So I get to the overall now. I'm on like one of the sides, and then they eventually moved me into the center, dead center. I'm like, yeah, that's it. I'm getting my pro card. And then at the last minute, they switched me out with Hader.
Oh.
And then I think, yeah, basically the top 3 was secured. So Hader won the overall, and the 2 other guys got their pro cards, and I came 4th in the overall. And I was like,
Yeah.
man, you know? And that I remember that show, my family came with me as well, because I was so sure I was gonna grab that. My door was there. I was so sure I was gonna get it.
Yeah.
So for that to happen like that, I was like, man, do you know what I mean? And at that point, I was, you know what, I'm down for the year. I'm down for the year. That's me.
Mm.
And at that point, that must have been like the 13th or 14th pro qualifier I did.
Mm.
And then I said, you know what, one more shot. There was a show in France.
Mm.
So I said, you know what? And this was in like December, like Christmas time. So I was like, these are times that you're trying to spend with your family. And
Family, yeah, but you just kept on going.
yeah, you gotta keep going, obviously, innit? And I know because I'm thereabouts. I know what, do you know what I mean? So go to France, feeling good, feeling confident, and I come second in my class, basically. And I was like, you know what? At that point, I'd done with bodybuilding. I'd retired.
Yeah.
So at the end of 2021, I made the decision that I was going to stop competing.
Mm.
And I literally just stopped competing, basically.
Yeah.
I didn't really make it public, but within myself, I'd stopped. I said, you know what, it's not going to happen.
Mm.
And I was done, basically. You know?
What was your sort of feedback at those like in Denmark, France, and the Arnold? What was like the feedback from the judges?
Size, because those times I was natty.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm losing out to the guys that these guys, you know what I mean? They're bigger, they're more denser, they're drier, they're harder. So I'm losing out to those guys.
Yeah,
so
but like, Yemi still had his shape. Like he wasn't the smallest guy.
All these overrules, so that's
he was still big. He was still like, because I used to see Yemi on stage. I was like, how the fuck is I'm giving him this win? Like every time, I'm like looking at it. I'm like, damn man, he just keeps getting. And then I remember when he told me like, because actually I'll let him finish his story because it's actually a cool story. I'll let him finish it. But yeah, carry on, bro. I want people to hear this.
So then, yeah, like that, I'd stopped, I'd quit. So, Hollow 22, I was done, stopped competing. I was still training in the gym and whatnot, but I literally had no interest in bodybuilding whatsoever. I even stopped following bodybuilding, and and it was crazy because I was seeing all these other guys getting their pro cards, and I'm like, how are these guys getting their pro cards and I can't get mine? And it was just like, it was just making sometimes it can make you bitter. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Because it's like, and there's resentment as well, because it's like, what's going on? How comes all these guys are getting a pro card and it's like, I can't get mine? So I was just like, I was setting my ways. And I'm not forget this. I'm just going to continue doing my thing. I'm not bodybuilding. I'm not going to do these shows no more. And I think at this point, I hadn't spoken with Emil for a while. And I think it must have been around August. I think I went on holiday. With my family, and then whilst I was on holiday, when I came back, it must have been like mid-August, and Emil must have called me when I got back, and he was just checking up on me, like, how you doing? What's good? And I'm like, nah, I'm cool, man, I'm chilling. Let's come back from holiday. He was like, oh, what's going on, man? You still competing? Like, and I was like, no, I'm retired. And when I told him I was retired, he was stunned. He was like, what do you mean you're retired? I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm not competing no more.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I don't want to hear that, bro. Like, you can't tell me you're retired. But you're pro level. You should be a pro. You should be where I am. So you can't be retired. I'm like, bro, I'm done, man. I'm not getting my pro card. They're not giving it to me for whatever reason. And then that's when he introduced me to my current coach now, Titan, Cristiano. And so he introduced me to his coach. And he was like, oh, I'm going to get my coach to reach out to you. His coach, like, so coach reached out to me literally within like half an hour. So he must have been looking at my Instagram page, and he was just like, Emil, how is this guy still an amateur? This guy's a pro. He looks like a pro. And so he reached out to me, and he was just like, yeah, okay, what's your diet? Tell me your weight, everything basically. And he told him, okay, what are you taking and so forth. And I was like, I'm not taking anything. He was like, what? Like, I'm not taking anything. He was like, I've never taken anything ever. So then obviously he pulled out a whole plan for me. And that's at that point
That's
where,
when he
like,
started
you know what I mean?
mutating, bro.
Yeah,
I,
basically.
I saw Yemi because he started competing off the back of this, and I saw him, and he didn't tell me he was competing, bro. He rocked up to one random comp. I let him finish it, and I just saw this guy. I was like, "What?
What happened to him?
Happened to Yemi?"
Yeah.
His was so big, fam. It was crazy. I let you continue,
So,
bro, yeah.
So then this, like I said, this must have been around the end of August. I started the whole plan with my current, and so the show that we looked at was the Amateur Olympia Italy, and I think that was around like the 6th of October or something like that, 2022. Yeah. So we're in like the end, around the end of August. So that's literally like 6-7 weeks prep. So got me straight on a diet, and I was already in good shape. Even though I was already pretty much in good shape. So I wasn't like sloppy or anything like that. I was in decent, really, really good shape. So started the diet, the cardio, the weight, everything basically. And that, the supplements, put me on everything basically. Literally within like 2-3 weeks, like the way I just blew up.
Yeah.
I literally blew up in a couple of weeks. Like,
that Nigerian genetics, bro. Like, don't play with that shit, man.
The way I blew up was just mad, yeah. And just carried on doing what I was doing. And then, like, obviously, long story short, because he was saying to me, listen, we're gonna go win the pro card in Italy, we're gonna win the overall, and then once we win the overall, we're going to go to do the pro show the following day, and we're gonna win the pro show. And I'm like, well, that's a lot, like the pro card are cool, but win a pro show, like, so I don't know about it. Trust me, Yemi, we're gonna do it. I was like, okay, fine, no problem. So get to Italy, obviously win my class, get to the overall, win the overall. Yeah. First show of my coach, win the overall, like put my pro card straight away.
Yeah, I was there. I was at that show, man. It was fucking sick.
Yeah,
it was a massive show as well, man.
Yeah. I remember you was there with your missus, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally. And then and then obviously won my pro card, and I'm buzzing. Listen, this is something I've been trying to chase. Like I said, I've done 13, 14 pro qualifiers. I've been chasing it, so you can imagine I'm buzzing. So I'm not even thinking about doing the pro show the following day. My mind is I'm just my pro card, and then it's like my coach is like, okay, we're gonna go and do the pro show the following day. And I wasn't too sure about doing it because I was like, I don't know, like, because it was just overwhelming for me. And I just wanted to enjoy, winning my pro card and so forth, basically. But then it was like, if you really believed that, listen, like I've got the physique to be able to do some serious damage. I mean, and yeah, so basically went in, done the pro show. And I think you done that pro show that, yeah.
So yeah, it was the Alicante one, wasn't it?
No.
The one before, the easy one. Yeah, I did that pro show, yeah.
Yeah, you did the pro show, yeah. So I did the pro show. I jumped on stage the following day with, I think it was you and Omar, isn't it? Remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And I think you guys were in the first call out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Omar was in the first call out. And then I think I was like in the second, I think I was in the third call outs, I think.
I think you were in a few call-outs behind us, bro.
Yeah. So I must have been like, I think you guys were in the first call-outs. I think I was in the third call-outs or something.
Yeah,
like
third call-out.
Yeah. So, I was like, you know what, cool. Like, it is what it is. It's my first pro show, and I was nervous. You know, when you step on a pro stage for the first time, it's like,
Different.
you know how it is. It's like, it's,
Yeah.
you know, you can be the most confident guy, the most confident poser, but it's like when you step in on from an amateur stage to a pro stage,
Different
it's
ballgame.
just different. It just feels different.
Mm.
And it's like you can tell by the other people around you, the pros, like they're just different. The way in which they move, the way in which they carry themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it was a whole different vibe. And I think that whole kind of vibe just kind of like it intimidated me. I don't even know why. I was seeing all these pros. I was looking at their size. I was like, these guys, what are these guys been eating? Like, because these guys don't look like they're men's physique guys. What's going on?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I was getting intimidated by the size of these guys, even like the size of you or the size of Omar, like, because it's just like a mind thing. You just think everyone's bigger than you. Do you get what I'm saying? So like that's what it was, and I think it kind of got to me. And it's like by the time I got into the stage, it's like I wasn't really posing right. I mean, to be fair, I probably wasn't as conditioned as I needed to be to compete with pros. Like, to win as an amateur show, yeah, because the conditioning at amateur level and pro level is different. It's you know what I'm saying? It's a different level. So, you know, but yeah, placing the third call outs and obviously disappointing because when you're someone, even regardless if it's on a pro stage, if you're someone that's always used to winning or being in a mix, coming like 13th is unacceptable.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hits him.
So that kind of
worked hard, bro. Listen to this one.
That knocked my confidence, not even gonna lie. Like that was the first time I felt like raw, like just I felt like you're starting all over again from scratch kind of thing. But at the same time, I kind of felt like, nah, like Yemi, like, you can do better than this. And my coach was like, you know what, it's fine. Let's regroup and you know we'll make a decision in terms of what we're gonna do. And so you know, after the show, my coach was like, you know what, I feel like you could have placed better. So let's try go again and do another show. And me, I was like, no, I don't want to I didn't want to step back on the stage again. I thought, no, I need to come back next year and come with a better package and come bigger. And my coach is like, no, trust me. Like, we do another 3 weeks. We put on some exercise in 3 weeks. And, you know, we become more conditioned, more rounder. And trust me, I think we can do a better placing. And so I was like, cool. So I asked him, I was like, what do you think? He's like, you know what, bro? If I'm being honest with you, I think you should chill. I think you should just next year put on some size and try and grow. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, I was like, I was in agreement with Emil. But then my coach was like, no, trust me, listen to me. You know, we do some more shows. There's a few weeks, there's a few more shows. We build, and well, I'm sure we'll get a better placement. So I was like, okay, fine. So that's when we identified the Europa Pro show, which I think was like 3 weeks after that Italian show, basically. So started everything again, the diet, prepping, whatnot kind of thing. And obviously the supplements went up a bit more, you know, just to get that added size and so forth. And the cardio went up a bit more. The food went down. It was just like, you know, the whole process basically. And obviously I saw the list and I'm like, okay, cool. It's like similar guys, some of the guys that was in Italy. And then there were some guys that showed up to the show that weren't even on the list, like City.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Walked out of nowhere.
So when you pulled up to this, because obviously, like to you back then, it's not different to how it is now. It's like you can't just pull up to the show last minute. And just, you know what I mean? Whereas now it's just like you gotta, you know, sign up contracts in advance. Where back then you could just rock up 2 days before the show and sign on, like, you know what I mean? So, and then I think when my coach realized City was doing it, it was like, okay, you know what, City's doing it. And at the time, he was doing his thing. He was really, really good and really killing it. So he was like, oh, don't worry, you know, we still do our thing. We will try and get the best placement. You know, long story short, you know, went into the Alicante show. You know, I remember you was there as well and a few other guys that I know. But yeah, first call out. And I'm like, what? Like, they called out my number and I'm like, whoa. And then it's like, I remember when they put me in the middle. And it's like, I'm like, when they put me in the middle, I don't even know what's going on because, like, you know, sometimes when you're in the moment, you don't even really focus on like where you are. I'm just focused on hitting my poses and I can hear my coach. and the front row screaming his lungs,
Yeah.
like, Yami, squeeze it up, squeeze it up. And I'm like, okay, I'm squeezing all the air out. And like, yeah, I just remember it was like, it happened so quick. It, like, literally happened like seconds, basically. And then I remember like coming off the stage after the pre-judging, and my coach was like, you're winning. It's the top two between you and City. And I'm like, I pull out my phone and my phone's just popping off, like literally, my phone's like popping up, like, Jem's is gonna win, Jem's is gonna, and I'm like I said, it's like a blur. Like I'm like, what's going on here? Like, like everything's happening so quick.
Mm.
And then I remember like going back for the finals, and then there was like giving out the awards, and then I think when it was like calling out second place, and they called out City's name for second place. And I remember my coach screaming in the back, like,
Yeah.
he was like screaming, like it was just like all I could hear was like I couldn't even hear anything else on my coach screaming. Like even the music felt like it was like the volume was all the way that I could just hear my coach screaming in the crowd. And then I remember them calling out my name, you know, to win. I remember like you as well patting me on the back.
Yeah,
all these
man,
other
it
guys,
was sick, bro.
yeah, like
Yeah,
all these
man.
other guys coming to congratulate me and all of that, like, and it was just like, wow, like, I'm going to Olympia.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm going to Olympia. I'm literally,
The year before, this guy retired.
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
That's such
yeah.
a feeling.
That's,
I didn't know that story. So hearing that, I was like, rah, what's going
that's
to
what
happen?
I'm saying. Like, because
yeah,
I know this story because I'm like, bro, you need to come on, speak to and tell people because, like, people see Yemi now, the guy, like, you know, like, three-time Mr. Olympia, doing his thing, like, winning pro shows, and they don't know to run up to it, man. Like, it's a story
yeah.
of perseverance.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that as well. A lot of
Yeah.
people, like, literally,
A lot.
probably like you, Isaac,
Yeah.
Emil, and my coach, and some people in my family. They're the only ones that knew. A lot of people didn't know that I was retired literally that same year
Mm.
that I won my pro card and went to Olympia. I was actually retired from bodybuilding that year.
Yeah, he wasn't going to do it, bro. Yeah,
You know
man.
what I mean?
And now look at that. Now, bro is like doing his thing in men's physique. It's
Right.
crazy, man. Nah, it's such a great story, bro. It's such a great story.
And that's something we touched on a lot. A lot of us, we had Sheridan on, we've had Matt LeMay on, myself. Like a lot of us have done really well. You know, when you don't think you're going to do the show and you're not sure, but you just keep it low key, head down, and just do your thing, no expectations, and you just do the thing, and then the feeling is just unbelievable.
Yeah,
Bro.
I think a lot of the time, I think it's like sometimes the pressure gets to people, you know, in terms of like competing. Like when you just knock it down and, you know, you kind of just don't have the outside interference in your, you know, in your mind, and it really allows you to dial in and just do you without having the external pressures. And I think sometimes it helps you perform better on stage. It helps you stay more locked in what you need to do, and also running up to that, you know that it's just you versus you then, and then you just giving it your all. And that's what I've seen, obviously, from my experience, and I'm sure Yemi is the same as well, you know.
Yeah, if you guys notice, whenever I'm on prep, there'll be a point where it's like I'll post a bit, and then when I'm getting close to the show, like I just shut off.
Yeah.
I just need to like focus, because sometimes like when you get drawn into, oh, such and such is the one to beat, or oh, this is my top three, or this is my top five, or so and so is going to win the show. Like some of that stuff there can distract you. Some of that stuff sometimes can make you complacent, you know. So that's why I tend to shut off from social media a bit when I'm going into the show, because I just want to focus on me and what I'm bringing, and not feed into this whole like, oh, you know, Yemi is the one to beat, or such is the one to beat, because that stuff can sometimes like mess with you mentally as well. Like sometimes people can get a bit overconfident, or you know, because they're seen as the one that, you know, is the dominant one, that kind of thing. So yeah, man, I do try to shut myself off from everything and just try and focus on me and focus on what I've got to do and focus on what package I'm bringing to the show, basically. So yeah.
It's hard for us to report and be like, look, he's coming in, he looks like this, and we're like, we go on your page, and we're like, wait, that's like 2 years ago. We're like, sometimes we see little glimpses in your story, like, yeah, I saw something.
Yeah.
we go to click on it on the podcast. Oh, it's gone.
But yeah, everybody
That's
has their
cool.
own way of doing things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that way.
Yeah, man, that's cool. Well, we did have some questions for you, bro. We have some more questions that people have asked. I'm gonna leave it to big man James to
I don't
have
have
a look
many.
at the group chat. Huh?
I've got one or two.
Did you get some questions on your Instagram?
Only three, I think, actually. 1 second.
Let's see. I got nothing, man. People are not active on my stories, bro. What the heck? That's unusual. Usually people be popular. I had no questions, but I did have it on my men's physique group chat. I'll go into my group chat and ask them questions. So people want to know this from you. You see, it might be because they are your peers, so it might be a bit sticky. But who do you think, apart from Ryan Terry, has the best physique in the Olympian?
Apart from Ryan Terry,
Yeah.
he's got the best physique in the Olympia. Um,
Or someone that you let's phrase it differently. For you, who do you think like your favorite physique in the Olympia, apart from Ryan Terry?
um, I do like Abasai's physique.
Yeah, Abisai, yeah.
Abasai, I rate Abasai's physique really, really, really highly.
Yeah.
He's big, he's round, he's got the structure.
Good legs as
You know what I'm
well.
saying?
Yeah.
He's got the whole men's physique look.
Yeah, it's true.
I like his whole kind of like his posing, his whole flow, the way he carries himself on stage.
Yeah, yeah.
He's just got that star quality. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear you, man.
So definitely, I do rate Abasai. Sidi,
Yeah.
I got to give respect and props to Sidi.
Mm.
I think he's got a top level physique, man. He's got an amazing physique.
Yeah.
It's
very dense.
Yeah, very, very dense, but
Yeah.
also very aesthetic as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Front to back.
Yeah, complete.
Yeah,
Obviously, I can't forget my boy Emil Walker.
for sure. Yeah.
Emil Walker. Again, he's nice, round physique. And when Emil's really 100% on, and when he's fully on it and fully focused,
Crazy physique. Yeah.
he's very, really hard to beat, man. Like, you know what I mean? He's a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's always been a problem when he's 100%. So yeah, most definitely.
I got a question. I know I've seen, I don't know if it was this year, but you and Emil often bet. I think it was last year I saw someone had to buy someone trainers. What was there this year? Was there a bet?
Oh, nah, you know what, yeah? So this year, there wasn't really a bet this year at all, to be fair. We didn't really throw any bets this year, kind of. I don't even know why. I think
it was a bit more. It was a bit more.
You know what it is? I always feel like when we make a bet, he wins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Time to capitalize this year.
When we don't make a bet, I win. I win. So I don't win in the bet. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like he's one of those guys. He's always got the luck. So I said, you know what? I'm not gonna. If he makes the bet, then okay, cool. But I'm not gonna force and.
Don't fire him up to make that money.
If you know Emil, this guy is bare lucky, man. Like lucky. This guy can just find himself in the craziest of scenarios. I've no idea how, because I've chilled with him a few times. Like, bro, how did that just happen to you? No, no, just things just happens to this guy, fam. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy guy. All right, cool. That's a good. Okay, so Abisai. Then it was right. What was it? Who was the second guy?
And Emil.
Didi and Emil. Yeah, I mean those are great. Yeah, I definitely great physiques. Yeah, Abisai is cool guy as well, man. And obviously he won 2 pro shows last year or this year, so that was quite cool as well. Okay, cool. Another one is who has the most underrated physique in the Olympics?
Only one.
One answer for this one.
Yeah.
Underrated in the Olympia.
Yeah. Someone that you're like, wow, why is this guy not getting placed higher?
Why is he not in the top 16 kind of thing? Or...
Yeah. It's a big one.
To be honest with you, I'd want to say Sidi again, because I think last year when he did Olympia, I think he was hard done by. I know, like obviously he done quite a few shows and he was tired and so forth,
Mm.
but I really feel like because I think he was like in the last call, second to last call outs.
Yeah, yeah, I remember.
And he's not second to last call outs physique.
No,
Sorry, he's
it's
not.
not.
Like, do you know what I mean? Even this year, he made top 12. You
Yeah,
know,
he done well. He done really
Yeah, he
well.
done
yeah,
well this year.
He actually looked at him. I was like, yeah, it was a huge improvement.
yeah.
But the thing is as well, like for someone to dominate Europe that much
Actually, I always
and
called him King
not
of Europe.
do well, it makes no sense.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Isaac, what's your answer to that question?
underrated physique in the Olympia
This year?
this year. Oof, that's a sticky one still. The most underrated. I mean,
Let me answer. I think that Alessandro, you know the one, yeah, from Italy. I think you lot are friends. I don't know his surname. I always forget it.
Yeah,
But like seeing him up close is like fuck. But then obviously in Olympia he got like was it fourth or fifth call outs?
yeah. But you know what it is? He's done like 6 shows. He's tired, so I don't feel like because the thing is you have to understand like see when you're at that level, like when you're at that elite level, like do you know what I'm saying? So when if you come into a show and you're 90% or 95%, and someone else comes in or Milk comes in, 100%, then that's gonna flip the whole tide.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And Emil came in better from the Italy show where he came third.
Hmm.
I was second, and Alessandro was first. Emil came in better
Yeah, for
for
the
the
Olympia.
Olympia show.
Yeah.
And Alessandro, I'd say he either stayed the same or he regressed a little bit back because you have to remember he's done 5, 6 shows
Yeah.
and he can't keep
And he
on
was,
peaking
he was peaked
without it
like
kind of.
fully at this one.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah. I feel
peaked
like
at normally you get better, but he was like razor sharp from get
Every
go
show. Yeah.
beginning of September to hold that. Obviously,
yeah,
the other shows helped him, but to peak and peak and peak and to be obviously he beat you and others.
Mm.
Like he has to be 100% to do that.
yeah.
So to do that again was again, I guess, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, even for example with like for example, with City, I don't know whether you've noticed, but in his physique, when the first show he does is his best
Sharp.
look.
Yeah, it's true.
He's shredded and dry and like
Mhm.
literally,
Mm.
he's like stone. But then as he keeps on doing shows,
Yeah.
he starts to wear
Fading.
off and starts getting tired.
Yeah, I remember that last year when I did the Alicante show. Where I think he won that one, but that was
Yeah,
a mad controversy. You were there as well. You came third.
I came
Like,
third. Yeah,
yeah, because he wasn't sharp.
no, he wasn't his best.
He was not his best at all. Like what's his face? Ali was sharp. Ali was sharp, and everyone was thinking Ali was going to win that. So that was a bit of a sticker. When I saw it in person, I was like, I've seen this guy sharper before, and I
Yeah,
knew he's done a lot of shows before then. He was already qualified for the Olympia at this point,
yeah,
but he just wanted to do more shows. And people are like, why, bro? Like Olympia is not that far away. Like, why are you
yeah.
doing more shows? So I definitely see it. Yeah,
And if you remember, that was when I went to Dubai. Remember the week after that
he
Spain
wanted to
show,
buy. Yeah,
it was
yeah,
Dubai,
yeah,
and he got even worse.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He
yeah.
was still good enough to be top four,
Hmm.
but you could see he wasn't as sharp. He didn't have
Yeah.
that granite conditioning. And
That
obviously,
constant
me,
stress.
I tend to get better as the shows go on.
Yeah.
And I peaked like perfectly for that show in Dubai,
Mm.
and like I won it basically. And I think City came fourth.
Yeah.
Um, Abasai came second,
Okay, yeah.
and then some
I
next
like
guy
Abisai.
from yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Sick,
I feel
man.
like with that city stuff, because I haven't been at those shows last year, it's hard to see his condition,
Yeah.
say like Stone in the picture in the video because he still looks on.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah,
where our skin's so dark, you need to be there to really see it because these lights and all the background and all
It's
the
different, yeah.
it's hard to see it properly. So
Completely different. Like when you see people in person and on pictures, it's completely different. Like you can crank up the structure in pictures and it makes you look like a dry. But that person in reality may not be quite watery.
yeah,
And that's one thing, like what Yemi said about like, people come in at 95% and people come in at 100%. Like that is so true. Like you could have five guys that will come in at 100%, and your 95% may be your best so far. If you have not unlocked your 100%, but people have unlocked their 100%. You're not making first call out, even though you have a very elite physique already. But your 100% will maybe push you to that first call out or top three. It's like that in pro shows, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because pro shows are it's just the genetic elite on steroids, like the best of the best. So you know, like at amateur shows, you can slightly be off because you're not with the best of the best in the whole world, and you know, people who are pros can still win shows at 80%. But obviously, when you get to this level now,
it's crazy, man.
Be on, otherwise someone else will take your spot.
And the mad thing is, Ryan Terry is setting the standard.
Yeah.
And that guy's
I don't know how he does it. Like he does one show a year and he's just on. Like,
dies.
how do you do it? I don't know how.
Yeah, man.
And the wildest thing is that he peaks and coaches himself, and he still don't miss.
Still doesn't miss. Yeah.
Can you beat Ryan Terry?
Can I beat Ryan Terry?
Yeah.
Ooh, good question.
We're all about believing in yourself, so no one's cocky or nothing, so you can say anything, man.
Do you know what? Like, I definitely have the tools to be able to beat a Ryan Terry, but that's a long way away. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of commitment. That's a lot of dedication. We're talking about a 2-time Olympian.
Yeah.
You know, Ryan Terry's been doing this
for a long time.
I even knew what men's physique was. Do you know what I mean? So he's gone to like 10 Olympians. How many Olympians has he been to? Like 10?
Yeah.
Every single one.
There's levels to this, man. So
I think to answer the question for you, I think as you said, you have the tools there. Like, there's nothing saying that you can't be a Mr. Olympia one day. There's nothing saying you cannot be. It's just the time that you need to get your physique to that point. Do you know what I'm saying? And
time and resources.
That's it, man. Time and
resources. Because you're forgetting these guys, the sponsor, so everything gets paid for, and even Ryan, like he owns his own gym and everything else, so he literally can walk into the gym anytime. He can sleep in the gym. He can literally sleep in the gym. He can make a room for himself on the bench press and sleep. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Literally.
He's got his recovery section of the gym as everything.
It's a lot of resources, man. Like, and people forget that. It's like when you're doing this, and it's like you've got, you work at 9 to 5. This is like bodybuilding is not my main thing. It's not like, I mean, I got a professional career. So things like taking time off work. It costs money to take time off work to do it costs. Do you know what I mean? It's a big sacrifice, man. So it's a big deal, man.
That's why he does the Dubai shows.
Ryan Terry went to Vegas like 4 weeks out, didn't he? Was it this year or last year?
Yeah, 4 weeks out. 4 weeks out.
I can't do that. I wish I could, but no, we can't do that.
Spending, man. Yeah, you need to have peace for that, man. But yeah, man. Nah, it's been good, bro. It's been really good to have you on.
One more question. One more question. Oh, I don't know if you want to do that one.
I don't want to do that one. That's a silly question. Yeah, that's a silly question. You don't want to answer that one. But yeah, no, it's good. I mean, it's been really good to kind of get people to hear a little bit more about you. But obviously, you did also say that you're going to compete again next year before the Olympia, which is quite cool. That's going to be exciting. I wish to be on stage with you again, bro. Can't wait. We can't wait.
Yeah, man. Yeah, listen, man. The shows I'm going to be doing next year. Do you know what I mean? Probably like a Dubai Pro. I'm not going to be doing many shows, to be fair, because I'm just really going to focus on mainly focus on Olympia. So yeah, probably might do Dubai Pro, and then just go for the Olympia. Like, that's it, really. So you might not even see me on a circuit like that. Like,
man. Keep it low key because I want to run Europe.
You know what I mean? You want to what?
I want to run Europe, so if you're going to Europe, let me know, and I'll assess, and I'll go to the States or somewhere else.
I'll go to a different comp that you're not in.
I'm trying to pick up a qualification, and I don't want to be battling out of you again.
So, what did you guys think of the show on Saturday?
Well,
I was surprised and happy for Omar.
Yeah,
I was happy for Omar.
Yeah, like he's been in the game. He's been in the mix for a while now. He doesn't miss with his condition. They're normally telling him he's too vascular, which is something he can't. It's hard to control. So to see him and to see you two even as boys get the call out together and wait for it was nice, man. Because when if you can't win and your brother can, it's a nice thing to have. Obviously, you do want to win.
Yeah, but that's a great feeling. Like having your boys like on the stage next to your boys, like, all right, bro, let's go. It kind of pushes you as well. Like, it's cool, man. I really enjoy doing that. Like, that's why when I was on stage with Yemi in the last show in Alicante, it was fun, man. And it's like a friendly competitive thing, I was like, all right, like pushing you, he's pushing me.
Iron sharp as iron.
Was that? Yeah, iron sharp as iron, man. 100%. Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm gonna get up the picture.
What did you think, James, of some of the top 5? Anyone stood out for you there? Obviously, Emil, because Emil looked wicked at Olympia, so obviously coming off that, he was going to be on. But anyone else in particular that was like, I don't know, different? I seen that guy on the left in 4th.
This guy here.
Yeah.
Rani, was it? Rani Isa?
He turned pro like 2 years ago in Spain, I believe. Yeah, what did you see, James, when you were there, like backstage or with everyone?
To be honest with you, for me, I knew it was going to be between myself, Emil, and Omar. Like that was going to be the battle. I think I saw these photos I think it was a video of Emil and Omar in the toilets posing.
Yeah.
And it's like, when I saw that, I was like, yo, these boys are on, I was like, these boys are on.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, wow. I was like, okay, this is what it is. So I was like, you know what? I said to myself, you know what, Yams, like you got to fix up. You got to make sure you really perform, because I knew I had to be 100% on my A game. Because they were smoking. They were smoking, and especially Omar.
Omar doesn't miss a condition, by the way. He never misses.
Like Omar, the thing is, Omar never misses on conditioning, to be honest with you.
Never.
I always kind of thought the judges, for whatever reason, I don't know why they overlooked him. I don't know, but I felt like in this lineup, I think it was good for him, because obviously where you've got myself and Emil, when you throw Omar into the mix, it's like we've got similar types of physiques. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So I think it was really, really good for Omar, and I think that kind of cemented like the top 3 kind of thing. And I felt like it was just going to be a battle of, who can hold themselves well up on stage, who can dominate on stage, who can just, stand out more on stage kind of thing. Because when I look back at the videos, look back at the photos, the pictures and so forth, they all brought it.
Yeah.
Like, they all really, really brought it. You know what I'm saying? And like, but even when I looked at the scorecards, like, because I thought it was gonna be like a 4 or 5 or whatnot kind of thing, but it was a straight win. Like, do you know what I mean? It was literally a straight win. Like, I got 3 points. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but for me, when I'm looking, I'm like, listen, they all looked smoking, like literally.
Yeah. Yeah. And Omar is a big guy. I don't think people realize how big this guy is. Oh, you stood next to him?
Because our names are similar, right at the back of the classes.
Yeah.
And I think he was just in front of me. I was like, fuck, this guy's big. And I've seen him on Instagram and for years. And he knows people I know and whatever. But I didn't realize, like we said earlier in the podcast, you don't realize how big they are till you are next to them.
Yeah. Omar is a dense guy, front and back. And still really aesthetic.
What's his areas of feedback? Because he's got a small waist, he's got a big back, he comes in condition. Yemi, what do you think it is that takes him to the next level?
Because I think one of the things with Omar that goes against him, because I think Omar's strength is his conditioning, and also his vascularity. But when you look at the criteria for men's physique, being over vascular, you get marked down for that. So I think for me, he gets marked down for the vascularity because he is stupidly vascular.
Yeah.
And you can see it from a mile. And I think you can literally see it from a mile away. Like literally, like some of the some of the videos, and we're far. The person taking the video is far back, and you can still see the vascularity through this guy's chest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
almost crazy vascular, man.
Yeah, that does actually get marked down in men's physique.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I'd say I'll say the same, bro. I think that's pretty much it for Omar, man, because
how does he control that with coming in fuller and sacrificing a little bit of condition?
I think that's his genetics, bro.
Yeah, I think that's his. He's always been from an amateur. He's always been
like that.
Yeah, always been like that. Always.
Yeah, like it's a great physique. If you like take away the crazy vascularity, but it's a crazy physique from front and back, bro.
Yeah.
His back was that good.
His back is good, man. Front and back is really good. So it's like it's just one of them ones that, you know, maybe I don't really know. He'll get rewarded. He'll keep getting rewarded like top 3, and hopefully he'll win a pro show very soon. Because you can't keep denying a physique like this, you know?
Yeah.
There's going to be a time that they're going to be like, you know what, this guy he needs to be rewarded. And
I think coming in second would have definitely spurred him on to, you know, keep going potentially, or even if it's not this year, but being so close now, like he knows it's possible. It's clear as possible.
Oh, there's cuts. I didn't know if there's cuts. Has he always been with cuts?
He's been with cuts for a few years now.
Oh, okay.
A couple of years.
Because Jeffrey was with cuts as well, wasn't
he? Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But I was speaking to Omar. I was like, listen, what you did on Saturday, you literally threw a spanner in the works, like, because everybody was like talking like, oh, it's going to be between Yams and the Mill.
Yeah.
I always say this, yeah. There's always one guy that comes and throws a spanner in the works.
That was
and yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And it's like when they pulled him into the center and pulled out a Mill, like, I'm not gonna lie, even I was getting worried. And as this is someone that obviously Omar, I've been against him a couple of times this year, and he's been like, you know, in the second or third call-outs. So now I'm like, wait, what's going on? Now he's
next to me.
And it's like, don't get me wrong, I've always rated Omar's physique. I've never understood why he was never ever in the mix. I didn't know, I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
But for me personally, he's arrived, isn't it? He's here. He's got the confidence now.
Yeah.
Because sometimes as well, you just need that one moment to give you that confidence. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like me when I'm on stage and I'm posing, like I'm confident in what I'm doing. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So it's just like I can hold. Some people when they're on stage and they get moved around and stuff, they start losing their cool.
Yeah.
And start messing up their poses.
Mm-hmm.
And when they're under pressure, they're now like they're tensing their chest and they're not posing right.
Like to fade on stage. Yeah, it definitely happens. Yeah.
You know, you gotta learn how to keep your cool when you're in that lineup, because, you know, some people, like I said, like they struggle to maintain the composure and they start doing the whole madness with their posing on stage, and
the judges see that
out of the mix.
Yeah, the judges see that they just push you away, man. You just back to the side, and that's you done. You ain't getting moved back in. Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, it was a great win, man, and I was super happy for you when I saw that, bro. Because, well, you know, we spoke, and I knew you were going to get it, man. It was one of them ones, man. And I was surprised you didn't get it in the show before. So it was, you know, it was that one. But you got it in this one. And now I think I think it's better for you because, as you said, like next year, you can really just grow, man. You don't have to stress. Like, this is it now. We'll just focus on the off season, you know, get close to that weight cap, and then obviously do what we know that you can do in the Olympia. You know, you want to be in that top 16, which you should be, you know, you should be in there.
Bro, listen, now I've got all this time. I'm setting my targets in the top 10. I'm not even going to lie.
Oh, 100%, bro. 100%.
I'm setting my targets there. Like, if I do everything right and you utilize the time that I've got, there's no reason why I can't make it in the top 10. Like,
there's no reason why it shouldn't be there, bro.
So,
yeah. Let's see. Let's go, man. All right, sick. I've got some work to do now off the back of this, bro. Shit. But yeah, no, it's been a pleasure having you here, bro.
It's been a pleasure, guys.
We'll have to get you on again sometime, definitely.
Yeah, man. It was a great episode, man. I think everyone could take a lot from this. But yeah, is there anything you want to say before we end up? Anything you want to say to aspiring pros, people that are being discouraged from show to show? What do you want to say?
Sounds cliche, but you know, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Put the work in. Do the work. You know, even when you feel like you've done the work, do more. Even when you feel like you've done the work, do more. Like, just make sure, like you always say, Isaac, leave no stone unturned. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. And you know, at the end of the day, if you want to be elite and you want to be at that level, there's a price you got to pay. You know what I'm saying? There's no way around it. There's no cutting corners. You know, you got to put the work in. Like, I didn't get to where I am right now, 3-time Olympian, by dusting around and not doing my cardio and cheating on my diet. Like, literally, people don't even know that, like, waking up at 4 a.m. in the morning, doing an hour cardio, going to work, coming back, training, doing an hour cardio again. Like, it's listen, man, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. And so when people were like, oh, yeah, I'm going to Olympia next year, it's like, listen, do you know the work you got to put in to get there? It's not easy. It's easy to say like you want to go and do something, but to actually do it, it's a completely different story. You know, so again, like, put the work in, believe in yourself, grind, and yeah, man, and don't talk too much. You know, don't you know, it's not like, listen, some people like they like to talk a lot and so forth. Sometimes like just keep your head down, put your feet on the ground, and just do the work. Do the work, and just let your physique speak for itself.
Sick. Appreciate that, bro.
Closing words, yeah, couldn't have said it better.
Yeah, man, nailed it, man. That's it.
But yeah, everyone,
Yeah, guys.
if you're watching, make sure you subscribe to the podcast. You'll find Yems. Which Instagram do we shout out to let them know which one to follow?
Yems HRH.
Yems MRH. Obviously, you've got Isaac F. Francis and myself, James Walters _ IFBB Pro, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Yes, go. See you later, guys. Have a good one.
Guys.
Bye.